In this video, we are going to explore that how to find inverse of a composite function, and this is not difficult. This is very easy, and in this video, I will show you step by step that how to find inverse of a composite function. So I have example over here. So this is the function f of x equals x plus 5 and g of x equals x minus 4. So I have these two functions. The first one is x plus 5 and the second one is x minus 4, and I have to find inverse of this function, inverse of the composition of these two functions. I have to find the inverse of the composite function. Okay, so the first one I have to find is f of g of x. It means that I have to put g of x in the domain of f. Then there will be a final function which is called composite function. And if you don't know about composite function, we've made a complete video about composite function and intuition of composite function if you want to check that out. So I really encourage you to pause this video here and check the video about composite functions. So here I will only find I will only find the inverse of the composite function. So as you can see that the g of x, okay, this function over here, this function, this is in the domain of f function. Okay, so I have to put the x minus 4 here in the domain of f of x function, and the domain of f of x is x. So it means that the g of x is going to be here. Okay, it's going to be put here in the place of x. So I have to substitute the x with x minus 4. So I will first find function, computed function, and then I will take inverse of that computed function. And this is very easy. So how can I do this? So let's see. As I told you, I have to put the x minus 4 in the domain of f of x function. So it will become f of x minus 4, which is also equal to x minus 4 plus 5. So the final composite function is f of g of x equals x plus 1, because minus 4 plus 5 is plus 1. So this is the composite function here. I have to find inverse of this composite function. So I will call it h of x. h of x equals x plus 1. I would say that f of g of x is equal to h of x. It doesn't matter. Okay, so h of x is equal to x plus 1. So I will call it equation A. Then what should I do now? Is you all know that y is equal to h of x. We all know that the function f of x, g of x, h of x, you know, it is basically equal to y. So now come here, I have to find the h inverse, which is basically the inverse of this composite function. So I have to find the h inverse. So take inverse at both sides. So it would be equal to h inverse y equals x. So this is equation B. Now I have to find the inverse. I have to find the value of x. So I can find the value of x from equation A. Okay, I can find the value of x from equation A, and this is very easy. How can I do this? As we all know that h of x is basically equal to y. So y equals x plus 1. I have to find the value of x. Okay, so move this one to the left side of the equation. So x would be equal to y minus 1. Now put x equals y minus 1 in equation B. I will put here, okay, in equation number B. So it would be equal to h inverse y equals y minus 1. So the final step is to replace y with an x. So I will write it over here. Replace y with x. So I have to replace the y with x. So the final answer is h inverse y. Sorry, I have to replace the y with an x. So h inverse x equals to x minus 1. So the inverse of this composite function over here, the inverse of this composite function, the inverse of this composite function is right over here. So this is the final answer, and you can find any inverse. Okay, you can find inverse of any function by this method, where even if it's a composite function, or if it is you know the only single function, you can find inverse of any function by this step by step method.